Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my Wreck This journal, which I showed you guys in my video where I compared all of my art journals, and a lot of you said you wanted to see a flip through of this. So just a few disclaimers before we get started. First of all, I have actually done a flip through of this Wreck This journal on a different channel quite a few years ago. It's not on YouTube anymore, so just so you guys have seen it before, that's probably where it was. And second of all, I have skipped some pages in here just because they have personal photos and stuff, so I won't even be mentioning them. I'll just flip right through them, and that's if some are missing. And also, I completed this journal like quite a few years ago, I think in 2015 or so. So some of these pages are not my best work, and some of them also aren't completely original work. Quite a few of them I got inspiration from other people who have also completed Wreck This journal, so if I were to do it now, that would not be the case, but that is how it happened when I completed that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's get started. So here's the cover of the Wreck This journal. It looks like this. I made these little drawings on here, and I just cut them out and taped them on. And I also have this ribbon to kind of close it off because there's a lot of pages in here. So here's the first page. I did this little colorful geometric design. Here's a warning page and acknowledgements, and I pretty much just decorated every single page in this book because I wanted to just completely fill it up, which I think it ended up turning out really cool. So here are the instructions for the book if you guys want to pause this and read the instructions. A few years back, the author actually came out and made a new book and kind of explained that the point of Wreck This journal was not to make it look pretty, which I did. So I guess this was not her intention, but I mean, it's what happened. And so I guess I didn't really completely follow the instructions, but that's okay. So I added some sequins around the instructions over here. As you can see, some of them are falling off. Here's a list of materials, and I did this flower pencil crayon drawing in the background, and I added some numbers on the page over here. This one says crack the spine, which I definitely did multiple times just to keep this book open when I'm completing the pages. This one says stand here, wipe feet, jump up and down. So I dipped some shoes in paint, and I did just that. Here, this one I used some coffee and I painted. I think I ended up adding a little bit of watercolor to the coffee, but I can't exactly remember just because the coffee wasn't quite pigmented enough. Also, that drawing of a teacup is quite not great. I could definitely improve on that now. This one says draw fat lines and thin lines. This page is for handprints, but I guess I did fingerprints, and I did this up house. I think I saw this somewhere else, so this probably isn't an original idea, but I'm not sure. Color this entire page. Did these puzzle pieces and colored that in with marker. This page says throw something. A pencil, a ball dipped in paint. I'm not exactly sure what I threw at this page, but I think it looks pretty. Pressed leaves and other found things here. A lot of these leaves and flowers I actually got, or I picked up when I was like traveling, and I had pressed them into journals, and I just decided to collect them all here, and I covered it with packing tape to kind of seal it off, and it stayed okay for these multiple years that it's been in storage. This one's ripping a little bit, but this one says scratch using a sharp object, so I did this little moon phase thing. And then these stars and planets are on strings so that if you tip the book forward this way, they hang down. They're pretty tangled right now, but the idea is cute regardless. Do some rubbings with a pencil. I think I actually used a crayon for this, but I just found things around my house. This one says scribble wildly, violently, with reckless abandon. I feel like there was a lot of pages similar to this where you're just supposed to like scribble, but I guess I added this like outline or like border with a black marker to make it look a little bit different. This one, pretty much it's 2 pages actually, and this one you tear these strips that were given to you, and then underneath there's another page where you're supposed to glue or staple these pages together. Then I have these cute bows on the other side. Fill this page with circles. I used a bunch of buttons, scrapbooking paper, and other random photos, and just cut out circles. I like how this one turned out. So this one is a little bit interesting. It says, document your dinner, rub, smear, splatter your food, and use this page as a napkin. So I like peanut butter and jam, so I decided to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich, and I started by drawing the picture, and then I put packing tape over top of that, and then I added the peanut butter, jam, and bread onto it, and then added more packing tape on top. And 5 years later, the food has not completely rotted. It's still okay. It's like pretty dry and crusty, but because it's sandwiched between the packing tape, it hasn't made its way to other pages, and it doesn't smell, so I think it's okay until it completely dried up. It's kind of gross, but that's okay. This page says chew on this, and this was the paper that I chewed on and then colored and glued in to the Wreck This Journal. On the left it says make a funnel, drink some water, and I colored the water so it could look cool, I guess, and then I just taped it back in. And this is actually where the funnel was, and I made this into a pocket, which I think this paper airplane was part of a page, and then I just tucked that in there. Wrap this page, and I used some wrapping paper, probably from Christmas, considering the different patterns of paper. This one has just some random stuff on it. This one says tongue painting, eat some colorful candy, look this page. That's what happened over there. And then it's actually not even that gross anymore. It used to be a lot more grosser. It's completely dried up. But then around it I just drew this little candy scene. Tie a string to the spine of the book and swing wildly. Here's my string. It's actually a ribbon and it looks very pretty, but that is the page. I also decorated it. Pick up the journal without using your hands, and I have Hermione from Harry Potter here. Climb up high, drop the journal, and I drew this little scene from Tangled. This one looks very interesting, but it's the packing tape on it. It says compost this page and watch it deteriorate. So I think I took a chunk of this page at the middle of it and put it on our compost pile and took a picture of it. And then I put the picture in here and then colored this like scene around it with oil pastels, and I covered that with packing tape, and it like kind of looks weird but kind of cool at the same time. This one is a really ugly drawing. This is also not an original. I am like 100% sure, but it's these princesses making these faces. Place sticky things here. I used a bunch of stickers on this page. I really don't know how I had all of these stickers to use on one page, but I guess I did. I'm not much of a sticker collector, especially not this type, but I guess it was a fun way to use them all up. This one you're supposed to pretend you are doodling on the back of an envelope while on the phone. I don't talk on the phone very often, so I just kind of doodled whatever I wanted to, and I think it's cute anyways. This one you're supposed to play journal golf, so you're tearing up this page, crumpling it up, and then kicking it through the book like the instructions say. And then I just decorated it. Oh, and I also glued this page back in, which is why it's kind of crumpled up. This one says make a paper chain. Collect fruit stickers here. Cover this page only using office supplies. Definitely think I could have been a little bit more creative with this page. Bring this book in the shower with you. I don't remember what the prompt was on this page, but apparently I wasn't a fan of it, so I just covered it in candy. I think I made this like after Halloween or something, so I'm not sure what was supposed to be on there. Rub here with dirt. I drew these cute little pigs. This is a test page for different markers and art supplies. This one is where you put ink or paints in the middle, and then you close the book and open it up. I used to do this a lot when I was younger, And then I do these little cats speaking out from the different paint splotches. This one says, so this page, this took me a long time to do, but I think it's really cool, and like it adds nice thickness to the book, and it's a nice way to use fabric. I find that it's fun to use different materials throughout the book instead of just like pen and marker and stuff like that. Here is a place for your grocery lists. I actually found quite a few of these grocery lists in grocery stores while I was shopping, which I think is kind of a cool thing, so none of these are mine. And then I cut out different things from flyers and also drew some fruits and other food items and put them on the page. Here's some stamps. I think I got all these stamps at a thrift store because I'm not much of a mail sender, so I guess it's cheating a little bit. This one says trace the things in your bag or pockets and let the lines overlap. And then this is just colored in with some watercolor paint. Here is a collection of white things, including this very cute little chicken on the page. This one is scribble wildly using only borrowed markers, apparently. I don't remember where these markers were borrowed from, but I made these cute little scribble monsters. Make a sudden, destructive, unpredictable movement with a journal. Don't remember what that was, but here is this little Wreck This Journal that I made, which is a little replica. It doesn't have all the pages, and then I put it like this, so I guess if you open it, it's a unpredictable movement. I'm not sure, but the journal is cute regardless. Make a mess and clean it up. Here's just a random checklist of things you're supposed to doodle over top of, and I just added these like botanical designs on this page. Page of good thoughts. These are some fruit and vegetable stamps. Ask a friend to do something destructive. I think my mom baked cookies on this page. I think that was her at least. And then there's these two recipes. Write carelessly now. Glue random items here. This was a fun page. I think this was probably one of the last pages I did because it added a lot of bulk to the journal. Tear this page out and put it in your pocket, and then I glued it back in and it's very worn. Cut through several layers. I used this little scrapbooking punch to go through a bunch of different pages. This one says, infuse this page with a smell of your choosing. I used a Paris like body spray from Bath & Body Works, and let me tell you, I can definitely still smell it when I open up, especially this page, but all the pages around it too. Color outside of the lines. There's a circle on the page. Close your eyes and connect dots. I think I did that, and then I ended up adding planets over top of them. Collect your pocket lint. It's over here, and I covered it with packing tape just so it wouldn't get everywhere and so I don't have to touch it when I open up the book again. Trace your hands. That's supposed to look like a heart, I'm pretty sure. Draw with glue. So for this one I used some glue, and then I used watercolor over top of it to color in the spaces. Sample various substances. And then I also just labeled what they all were. Document a boring event in detail, which was school. Drew a picture of it and I colored it in with some marker and pencil crayon. Create a drawing using a piece of hair. Here is Rapunzel from Tangled, and I used this piece of hair. This is not mine. This is from a wig, but I glued it in so it looks like her hair. I think it's really cute. Draw using abnormal writing utensils. I used a comb for this, hence all of the combs and hair things on the page. Fill this page with Anchor. So here's the Anchor from Inside Out, which is also one of my favorite movies. Write or draw with your left hand. This one's with my right, and then this one is with my left. Find a way to wear the journal. So I guess some might say this isn't cheating, but I cut out pieces of the journal and made these little characters wear them. So I guess I'm not wearing it, but the animals are. This page is a sign, what do you want it to say? And I said explore because I really enjoy traveling. Create a non-stop line. Space for negative comments. Draw lines with your pen or pencil and lick your fingers and smear the lines. So I drew this face, but then I licked my fingers and made her eyes smear, so it kind of looked like she was crying. 4-letter words, and there are quite a few there are quite a few 5-letter words on here, so if you guys can find any of them, then great job to you, but I guess I wasn't paying attention very well when I was making this page. This one has magazine pages, and then I just circled words that I liked. Give away your favorite page. Definitely can't remember what page that was. Well, it was page 30. I don't know what was page 30, but right, it's backwards. This one says document time passing, so I did the evolution of music, and it's funny because it stopped at 2015 and now we're 5 years later. This space is dedicated to internal monologue. So I scrubbed this page and then I put Cinderella on this page. Hide a secret message somewhere in the book. To be honest, I have no clue where the secret message is, so I can't even tell you where that is. Sleep with a journal, describe your experience. Guess I didn't really describe my experience, so didn't really complete this page that well. Close the journal and write on the edges, and I did that. It's kind of difficult to see, but I did watercolor of a rainbow all across. Here's a stain log. I used nail polish here, and then I named all of the colors. Doodle on top of this page. Figure out a way to attach these 2 pages together. So here's Lady and the Tramp, and there's this string of spaghetti where they can be attached together if you pull on the string over here. Rub this page on a dirty surface. I made this cute little mop out of yarn, and I have some rubber boots. Don't remember what the dirty surface was though. Collect the letter W here. Collect dead bugs here, and I'm pretty sure I used packing tape, put a dead bug on, and then put another piece of packing tape over top, so that's kind of gross. Drum on this page with pencils, which is in the background. I don't know if you can see that. Float this page. Find a way to freeze this page. This part I cut out and I froze that. And this was during a Frozen stage in my life, or where I was into Frozen. So I wrote Let It Go on here. Hide this page in your neighbor's yard. This one's really cute. It's all of these little flaps, and trying to find where the Wreck This Journal is, and it's underneath this pile of apples over here. Roll the journal down a large hill. Sell this page. Turn the book into a shoe. I think this is really cute. Slide the journal face down a long hallway. Smudged colorful things. These are crayons and a blow dryer. Squirt liquid here. So I drew these plants, and then I put water on there like I was watering the plants. I think it turned out really cool. You can see all the water droplets on the marker. This one is covered with washi tape. Trace your toes, and then I painted them with real nail polish. And that is the completed Wreck This Journal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post lots of art journal videos and also bullet journaling ones. So if you guys want, I would love it if you would let me know your favorite page in the comments down below. And I think that's all for now. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!